That healthy morning drink you reach for may be quietly draining your energy by noon. Even the ones labeled natural or vitamin-packed can secretly leave adults over 60 feeling more tired, foggy, and dehydrated than before breakfast. The truth: what once worked in your 30s or 40s doesn't work the same anymore. After 60, your body digests slower, retains less water, and reacts differently to sugar and caffeine. According to the Mayo Clinic and Harvard Health, certain common morning beverages can spike your blood sugar, stress your heart, or block hydration, setting you up for an energy crash before lunch. But here's the good news. Today, you'll discover 4 morning drinks to avoid and what to enjoy instead. Stay until the end, because one surprises almost everyone over 60. Comment yes if you want more videos like this. Have you ever woken up after a full night's sleep, yet still felt drained before the day even begins? You're not alone. For many adults over 60, that tired feeling in the morning isn't just about sleep, it's about what happens after waking up. The moment you reach for your first drink, whether it's coffee, juice, or a healthy smoothie, your body begins a delicate balancing act. In your younger years, your metabolism could handle sudden spikes in sugar or caffeine. But after 60, your digestive rhythm slows, your hormone response changes, and your cells take longer to process what you drink first thing in the morning. Here's why that matters. Morning drinks directly affect your hydration, blood sugar, and cortisol, the body's natural wake-up hormone. When this system gets thrown off, it can create what experts call a morning energy trap, a short burst of alertness followed by a rapid crash in energy, focus, and motivation. According to research summarized by the Cleveland Clinic, older adults often confuse mild dehydration or unstable blood sugar with fatigue. The result? They drink more coffee or juice, thinking it will help, but it actually deepens the crash. Take Marilyn, a 68-year-old retiree. Every morning, she wakes up at 6:30, drinks her favorite coffee with a splash of sweetened creamer, and feels wide awake for about an hour. By 10 a.m., though, her eyelids grow heavy. Her energy dips, and she wonders why she's exhausted again. It's not lack of sleep. It's the combination of caffeine and sugar hitting her system too fast. The good news: once Marilyn learned how her body reacts differently after 60, she made a few small swaps, and by the end of the week, her energy was steady all morning long. Now let's look at the 4 morning drinks that quietly drain your energy. Starting with 1. Most people think is pure and healthy: fruit juice. 4. Fruit juice and smoothies. Fruit juice seems like the perfect start. To a healthy morning, it's bright, refreshing, and full of vitamins. But here's the hidden truth most people don't realize. Most bottled or even homemade fruit juices are actually energy traps in disguise. They may taste natural, but they often contain as much sugar as a can of soda. Even fresh squeezed orange juice can have over 20 grams of sugar in a single glass. And because the fiber is removed, your body absorbs that sugar almost instantly. Now, for adults over 60, that matters more than ever. As we age, our insulin sensitivity naturally declines. The body takes longer to move sugar from the blood into the cells, which means your blood sugar rises higher and stays high for longer. So when you start your morning with a glass of juice, your blood sugar spikes quickly, giving a short burst of energy, but then it drops just as fast. The result is mid-morning fatigue, dizziness, and those familiar cravings for another cup of coffee or something sweet. According to Harvard School of Public Health, even 100% natural juices can trigger these sugar swings when the fiber is stripped away. And research from the Mayo Clinic shows that digestion slows with age, so sugar from these drinks sits in the stomach longer, creating bloating, sluggishness, and that sudden loss of energy before lunchtime. It's one of the reasons so many older adults feel drained by 10 in the morning and can't figure out why. Take Robert, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Ohio. Every day, he began with a tall glass of orange juice, believing it was the healthiest way to wake up his body. But by mid-morning, his energy would crash. He felt foggy, lightheaded, and needed more coffee just to keep going. After tracking his habits, he noticed the pattern every day. The crash came after his juice. When he swapped it for a glass of water with lemon and a few mint leaves, his mornings completely changed. His energy lasted steady until lunch. Without the roller coaster, smoothies can be just as sneaky. They look healthy, and many recipes are labeled senior-friendly or immune-boosting, but they often contain bananas, sweetened yogurt, honey, and fruit juice, all of which combine into a high-sugar bomb that gives a fast spike of energy, then leaves you flat and tired. To make a truly senior-strong smoothie, you need balanced fiber, protein, and hydration. The winning combination looks like this: half a cup of low-sugar fruit like berries, a handful of spinach or kale, a scoop of protein powder or plain Greek yogurt, and a base of unsweetened almond milk or plain water. This keeps sugar absorption slow and steady, stabilizes your energy, and helps your muscles recover, which is crucial for maintaining strength and focus after 60. Here's something most people don't realize. Repeated sugar spikes, especially in the morning, can increase inflammation and fatigue hormones that last throughout the day. And when you're over 60, your body doesn't bounce back from those ups and downs as quickly as it used to. Keeping your morning blood sugar steady protects not only your daily energy, but also your heart, your brain, and your long-term vitality. So next time you reach for that glass of orange juice, pause for just a moment. Ask yourself, will this give me steady energy or just a short rush? Because your body after 60 doesn't want quick bursts of sugar. It wants calm, stable fuel. That's how you stay sharp, steady, and vibrant through the morning. Your day doesn't need a sugar rush to feel alive. It needs a gentle start that honors the way your body works now. And speaking of gentle starts, let's move to the next drink on our list, the one almost everyone over 60 relies on every morning. But it's also one of the biggest reasons so many feel tired by noon. Let's talk about coffee overload. 3. Coffee overload. For most of us, the day doesn't really begin until that first sip of coffee. It feels comforting, familiar, and energizing, almost like a small daily ritual that keeps everything in motion. But for many adults over 60, that beloved morning coffee might quietly be working against you. You see, caffeine is both a stimulant and a dehydrator. It gives a quick surge of alertness by triggering adrenaline, but it also pushes your body to lose water faster. And here's the catch. After 60, your body's ability to hold water decreases. Your kidney function changes, and your liver breaks down caffeine much more slowly. That means a single cup of coffee stays in your system for hours, longer than it used to, often building up instead of wearing off. This delayed caffeine processing can lead to what researchers call caffeine hangover, a dip in energy that hits right around late morning or early afternoon. The Cleveland Clinic reports that older adults metabolize caffeine about 2 to 3 times slower than younger adults. So while that 8A cup once gave you a clean boost, now it might be setting you up for a midday crash, jitteriness, or even mild fatigue that feels like brain fog. Here's another subtle issue. Many people over 60 drink their coffee first thing, before water, breakfast, or medication. That can compound dehydration and interfere with how certain medicines are absorbed. Over time, this routine can cause dry mouth, lightheadedness, and the sense that coffee just doesn't work anymore. In reality, it's not that your coffee changed, it's that your body's chemistry did. Let me tell you about Ellen, a 65-year-old retired nurse who started every morning with 3 cups of coffee. She loved the routine, the smell, the warmth, the sense of focus it gave her. But by noon, she was always tired again, yawning and reaching for another refill. Her blood pressure would spike, then dip, and she couldn't figure out why her energy felt unstable. When her doctor suggested cutting back, she was skeptical. But when she reduced her intake to 1 small cup in the morning and replaced the rest with herbal tea and a glass of warm lemon water, everything changed. Within a week, she noticed fewer crashes, steadier energy, and better sleep. The National Institutes of Health supports what Ellen experienced, that caffeine tolerance and metabolism shift significantly with age, and hydration becomes a far more important factor in daily energy. Many older adults mistake dehydration for tiredness and reach for more caffeine instead of more water. It's a cycle that quietly drains vitality over time. So what's the right balance? You don't have to give up coffee entirely. In fact, 1 small cup enjoyed after a glass of water and breakfast can still provide a gentle, focused lift The key is moderation and timing. If you wake up and immediately drink coffee on an empty stomach, the caffeine and acid can spike cortisol, the stress hormone, leading to shakiness and a later crash. Waiting 30 to 60 minutes after waking allows your natural energy system cortisol and adrenaline to rise on its own before you add caffeine. A simple morning swap many seniors love is alternating between 1 cup of coffee and 1 cup of herbal tea, such as chamomile, rooibos, or ginger. These teas hydrate the body while supporting gentle alertness without the caffeine crash. And if you miss that warm, cozy feeling, try warm lemon water with a pinch of cinnamon. It gently wakes up digestion and circulation, all without overstimulating your system. Here's the bottom line. Energy after 60 doesn't come from pushing harder, it comes from balancing better. Your body still loves coffee, just not the way it did decades ago. Treat it like a friend you meet once a day, not someone you spend the entire morning with. When you respect your body's slower rhythm, it rewards you with steadier focus and natural strength all day long. And that brings us to the next big culprit, one that looks healthy on the label, but can quietly drain your stamina and leave you exhausted by afternoon. Let's uncover the truth about so-called energy and vitamin drinks. 2. Energy or vitamin drinks. They promise instant energy, focus, and vitality. You see them lined up on store shelves in bright cans or colorful bottles. Energy drinks, vitamin waters, performance boosters. They look healthy, even scientific. But for adults over 60, these so-called energy or vitamin drinks can quietly be some of the most exhausting choices you can make. Here's why. Most of these drinks are loaded with hidden caffeine, sugar substitutes, and artificial additives designed to trick your body into feeling awake. But they don't actually give you real, lasting energy. Instead, they stimulate your nervous system for a short burst, then leave you more depleted than before. It's like revving an engine that's low on oil. It might go faster for a moment, but it burns out quicker too. As we age, the liver becomes slower at clearing stimulants and synthetic compounds. That means older adults process these energy boosters more slowly, allowing caffeine, artificial sweeteners, and preservatives to linger in the body. The National Institutes of Health has noted that excess caffeine and additives can interfere with medications for blood pressure, heart rhythm, or diabetes, creating side effects that look like fatigue, but are actually overstimulation followed by a crash. The Harvard Health Publishing team warns that drinks marketed as vitamin-enhanced often contain minimal nutrients but high levels of caffeine or taurine, a stimulant combination that can temporarily raise blood pressure and heart rate. And when your circulation and hydration are already changing with age, that extra strain can make your body feel more tired later in the day. Let's look at a real example. Frank, a 70-year-old retiree from Texas, started drinking a vitamin energy beverage each morning after seeing it advertised as a healthy alternative to coffee. For the first hour, he felt great, alert, upbeat, ready to start his day. But by early afternoon, he'd crash, his heart would race, his hands would tremble slightly, and his focus disappeared. He thought he was developing anxiety, but it turned out to be the after effect of the stimulants hiding in his daily drink. Once he switched to magnesium-rich mineral water and a mild green tea, the crashes stopped completely. There's also the issue of artificial sweeteners. Many energy and vitamin drinks use sucralose, aspartame, or other chemical substitutes to avoid sugar calories. But for some older adults, these sweeteners can confuse the body's hunger and insulin response, leading to increased cravings and fatigue. It's a false sense of control. You skip the sugar, but your body still reacts as if it's been fed a stimulant. Here's what most people over 60 don't realize. When your system is already running slower, every stimulant, even small ones, stacks up. So if you start your day with a caffeine-loaded vitamin drink, then add coffee, then perhaps a soda at lunch, your body never gets a break. Your adrenal system stays on alert all day. producing stress hormones that eventually leave you drained. A better way to start the morning is with natural minerals and hydration, not artificial energy. Magnesium-rich water, coconut water without added sugar, or a cup of warm green tea can all gently awaken the body without overloading your system. Green tea contains L-theanine, a natural compound that helps balance caffeine's effect and supports calm alertness, something coffee and energy drinks can't offer. Remember, true energy doesn't come from the can, it comes from the way your body functions when it's properly hydrated, nourished, and balanced. If you've been relying on these flashy energy boosters, try giving your body a week's break. You may be amazed to discover that your natural vitality is still there. It's just been buried under layers of artificial stimulation. Here's the bottom line. Don't borrow energy from tomorrow. What feels like a boost today often leaves you in debt tomorrow. Choose calm strength over chemical speed, and your body will thank you every single morning. Now, let's move into the final and most surprising energy drainer of all, the one most people never think about. It's not what you drink, but what you don't drink. Let's talk about the hidden fatigue behind skipping hydration. 1. Skipping hydration. Here's the most surprising one of all. The biggest energy drainer in the morning isn't coffee, or juice, or even energy drinks. It's nothing at all. The simple act of not drinking anything after waking up is one of the fastest ways to lose energy, focus, and mood stability, especially after 60. Most people don't realize that during sleep, your body loses nearly a full cup of water through breathing and perspiration. That means when you wake up, your body is already slightly dehydrated before you've even taken your first sip of anything. And for older adults, this small loss matters even more. After 60, your body's thirst signals become weaker. You might not feel thirsty, even when your cells are desperate for water. The Mayo Clinic explains that as we age, our kidneys don't concentrate urine as efficiently, so we lose more fluid overnight. Combine that with medications like diuretics or blood pressure pills, and the morning dehydration becomes even stronger. The result is a quiet energy crash that most seniors mistake for just getting older. In reality, it's your body begging for hydration before it can truly wake up. When you skip that first morning drink, your blood becomes slightly thicker, your heart has to work harder to pump oxygen, and your brain struggles to focus. Even mild dehydration, as little as 1 to 2% of your body's water, can cause fatigue, slower reaction time, and cloudy thinking. You don't need to feel thirsty to be dehydrated. By the time thirst arrives, your body is already behind. Let's look at a real example. Margaret, a 74-year-old grandmother from California, always began her mornings with coffee and medication but no water. She assumed her coffee counted as hydration. Over time, she noticed her mornings felt heavy and slow. Her energy didn't rise until late morning, and she often felt dizzy when standing up. Her doctor suggested a simple experiment. Start each day with a full glass of water before anything else. Within days, her morning fog lifted. She felt more alert, steadier on her feet, and less dependent on caffeine to wake up. It's not magic, it's biology. Your body's cells rely on water to carry nutrients, regulate temperature, and clear out waste. Without enough hydration first thing in the morning, your metabolism stalls and your circulation slows down. Think of it like trying to start your car without enough oil. Everything still works, but under more strain. So what's the best way to rehydrate in the morning? Keep it simple. Within 10 minutes of waking, drink 1 full glass of water, ideally room temperature or slightly warm. Some experts recommend adding a pinch of sea salt or a squeeze of lemon for gentle electrolytes and digestion support. Then, wait about 15 minutes before coffee or breakfast. This small change can completely transform how you feel during the first half of your day. Many older adults are shocked to discover that their morning fatigue isn't about aging. It's about hydration. Your body can't make energy efficiently when your blood flow and oxygen levels are low. But once you restore that fluid balance, your body starts functioning as it should, naturally energized, steady, and calm. Here's the beautiful part. Hydration isn't a trend, a supplement, or a product. It's the most affordable, accessible form of energy on Earth. When you start your morning by replenishing what your body lost overnight, you're giving your cells permission to come alive again. So before you reach for coffee, juice, or anything else, give your body what it truly needs first: water. Because sometimes the strongest energy boost doesn't come from what you add, but from what you restore. And now that you've seen all 4 hidden energy drainers, let's bring it all together and close with a simple plan for steady, lasting vitality every morning. So, let's bring it all together. Over the past few minutes, you've discovered the 4 common morning drinks that quietly drain energy, especially after 60. Each one might seem harmless, even healthy, but the truth is, they can all set off a chain reaction that makes your mornings feel heavier than they should. Fruit juice and sugary smoothies spike your blood sugar, giving a short rush followed by a crash. Too much coffee overstimulates and dehydrates you, leading to that late morning slump. Energy and vitamin drinks push your body with artificial stimulants that steal tomorrow's energy for today. And the biggest hidden culprit of all: skipping. Hydration leaves your body running on empty before the day even begins. But here's the good news. Every one of these habits is easy to change. You don't need expensive supplements, new gadgets, or extreme diets. All you need is awareness and a few simple swaps, like replacing juice with a fiber-balanced smoothie, limiting coffee to 1 small cup after water, choosing gentle hydration over chemical stimulants, and starting each morning with a tall glass of water. Small steps create real results. Within a week, you might notice steadier energy, fewer crashes, clearer focus, and a calmer mood that lasts through the afternoon. Because the truth is, your body still knows how to create energy. It just needs you to support it in the right way. And beyond all the science and habit changes, there's something deeper here. Every morning offers a new beginning, a quiet chance to choose vitality, not fatigue. To treat your body not as something slowing down, but as something still capable of strength, balance, and renewal. Your morning routine isn't just about drinks. It's about how you begin your day emotionally and physically. When you start with care and hydration, you're telling your body, "I'm on your side." And your body responds with gratitude, focus, and the kind of steady energy that makes every day feel lighter. So tomorrow morning, when you reach for that first drink, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, will this give me energy or take it away? Then make a small choice that brings you closer to feeling truly alive. Because at any age, and especially after 60, energy isn't something you chase. It's something you nurture. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone who could use a brighter morning. And subscribe for more senior wellness videos designed to help you stay strong, steady, and full of life. And we'd love to hear from you. Comment below and tell us which morning habit you're ready to change first. And remember, this video is for educational purposes only. It's not medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider if you have questions or health concerns before making any dietary or routine changes. Here's to mornings that lift you up instead of slowing you down, and to the calm, steady energy your body deserves every single day.